Are you ready to unlock the secrets to acing your real estate exam in 2024? Well, I've got 10 insider tips for you that will definitely help you pass the exam. We will explore the most effective study strategies, unlock the key concepts that are most likely to appear on the exam paper, and I will share with you lesser-known tricks that will give you a serious edge. We will dive into all this in a way that's engaging, entertaining, and I dare to say, even fun. Let's do this. Tip number 1, practice and practice. If you want to pass the exam, practice, practice, and practice. So the number 1 tip is practice your vocabulary. Vocabulary is such an important part of the exam. It is wrapped into every question that you will encounter on test day. My personal advice to real estate students is to cover 9 vocabulary terms a day. Do 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening. Small bites getting you closer to success. Then practice your math. Although math is only 15% of the exam, don't leave math out. Mastering that 15% can get you over the line to pass. And most definitely, practice the entire exam. If you can get your hands on a good practice exam, use it. In fact, we have a free practice exam on our website that will help you prepare for D-Day. It was engineered specifically to mark the actual exam, so you know what you're walking into, because we don't want you to walk into the exam blindfolded. Tip number 2, know your acronyms. Acronyms are an amazing memory tool that will help you remember the key concepts that you need to know to pass the real estate exam. They can serve as memory shortcuts that allow test takers to quickly recall even the most complex concepts. There are 7 key acronyms that you need to know if you want to pass the real estate exam, and we cover those in our acronym video. I will leave a link to that video below in the description. Some of those acronyms included are PETE, which summarizes government powers, MARIA for fixtures, and STUD for value. Can you guys guess what each of these stands for? Leave your answers in the comment section. Tip number 3, know the T-chart. I cannot tell you how many students struggle with math. And the fear is really crippling when it comes to all the formulas you have to be able to recall for the exam. But what if I told you that there is one secret formula, the T-chart, that swallows your entire lengthy formula sheet? The T-chart eliminates the need to have several formulas memorized for the exam. If you don't know what the formula is or how to use it, there's a video in the description you can visit. Tip number 4, skim the paper. Tip number 4 is to skim the paper before you start answering the questions. A quick scan can give you the idea of what to expect when you dive into the paper. As you skim the paper, take note of the easy questions and start with those. This will not only help you work faster, but it will also give you a boost of confidence for the rest of the exam. Tip number 5, work backwards. There's no sugarcoating this. You will run into difficult questions. But please, when you do, don't give up. Try to work backwards. While doing this, you will have to employ the process of elimination. Most multiple choice questions have 2 clearly wrong answers, 1 correct answer and 1 that is deceptively close to the correct answer. So if you start off by eliminating the 2 obviously wrong ones, then you will have 50% of the battle won. Now read the question and the 2 options again and determine what makes the correct answer correct. Tip number 6, don't change your answer. If you look at the question and you immediately get an idea of the correct answer, then probably it is the correct answer. I'm not suggesting this is always the case, but as an aspiring real estate agent, you have to learn to trust your instincts. You studied for the exam, put in the time and practice. So trust that you have the knowledge to pass the exam. Tip number 7, never circle what you don't know. If you encounter an answer that you have never heard or seen before, then resist the temptation to circle it. If you encounter an answer like that, most probably it is an answer that doesn't exist. It is an examiner's trick to trap you, so don't fall into it. Tip number 8, look at the answer first. Here is another exam tip for you. Look at the answers first. Before reading the questions, study the answers. This will give you a sense of what to expect from the question, but it will also help you decode what the question is really after. Let's try an example here. Answer options for an exam are escheat, condemnation, eminent domain, inverse condemnation. When you read these terms, what comes to mind? Government powers. So, there's a big chance that the question revolves around government powers. And did you notice any eerily similar words? Inverse condemnation and condemnation. This should tell you that the correct answer is between the two of them. The actual question is, what is the procedure used by a public or private entity with the powers granted to take privately owned real estate? B is the correct option. Tip number 9, never leave a single circle empty. If you leave an empty circle, it is automatically recognized as incorrect. Rather, give your best attempt and guess. There's no harm in guessing, especially if you are making an informed guess. By eliminating the incorrect answers, you automatically have a 75% chance of picking the correct answer. Tip number 10, focus. Don't run anyone else's race. The battle is yours and the career will be yours too. So focus on yourself. After all, the biggest opponent that you will have is the clock. Take the time to diligently study and practice. And when exam day rolls around, don't have a wandering eye. Focus on the test before you and not the candidates around you. If someone finishes 5 minutes into the exam, that has no bearing on you. Keep your eye on your own task and the momentum going. Don't be frazzled by what other test takers are doing. And there you have it, 10 insider tips to definitely pass a real estate exam in 2024. I hope that this video provided you with a renewed sense of confidence to tackle the exam. Please give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and share the video with your community. And remember that success in the real estate exam lies in preparation, persistence, and a positive mindset. Keep pushing, even when the going gets tough. You've got this.